everybody. It's so nice to be here. My name is Goran, this is Farid, and we drove here from, where we come from? We came from Chicago, right?
From Chicago.
We played last
Madison.
night. Last night we played in LaGrange. Farid, no, 2 nights ago we played in LaGrange, Illinois. You played in Madison last night.
Right.
Tonight we're here, and then what are we doing tomorrow?
We're in Illinois again.
Illinois again. So kind of the drive doesn't make any sense.
We have had to talk with our
Hey.
agent.
It'll be fun when we get there, you know?
Yeah.
So our set is always a little bit different. We're both classical guitar players that love to improvise, arrange music, and compose. And I think you'll get a good sense of what we like to do tonight. We like to do variety of things. One of them. This is the loudest I can speak. So sorry about that. We opened with a folk song from Bosnia, from the Balkans where I come from, and after that we played a traditional folk tune from Macedonia, Topanska Gora, which is sort of a circular dance, a crazy circular dance if you're familiar with this kind of music. Next we'll go somewhere completely different. We'll go to Brazil and we'll play a song by one of our favorite composers, Egberto Gismonti. This tune is called Chega Aderaldo.
Hi, we're going to continue. I will use my public speaking voice, my professor's voice that I used for many years. Can you hear me? Is that better? Awesome. That last piece was called Chega Alderado, and that means in Portuguese or Brazilian Portuguese, altered arrival. It has a lot of different sections, and where we start and where we end are two very different places. We're going to continue with a couple of tunes from our latest album called Indo-Balkan. It's an exciting process to work together with Goran because we both are composers and both arrange lots of different music. And so when we get together, we usually bring the germ of an idea and it grows from there. And this is a beautiful example of that. This is Roads off of the album Indo-Balkan.
So next song we would like to do for you is the title track of our last album. The song is called In the Balkan as album as well. And I clearly remember when the idea kind of came when this piece started developing. We were on tour somewhere in California, and I think we had a late night hanging out with other musicians, and we got back to the hotel, and it was really late, and we had a couple of drinks and dinner, and went to bed, and hoping to get some rest. And 7 o'clock in the morning, he knocks at my hotel room, and he's like, "Hey, I couldn't sleep. I was up all night, and I wrote this piece." And he's in front of my room with like 15 pages of something, and all I wanted just to get some rest and get to the next city, to the next gig. Last thing on my mind was like learning some new music. He was like, "Don't worry, we'll play it tonight. It'll be fun. It'll be easy, And seriously, it was like 15 pages. It wasn't the pages that was the problem. The problem was the rhythms. The rhythms were 9/8 against 5/8, and so every other measure was different for each player, and we had to match up really, really tight in order to keep the phrases and the measures going. And I was like, "Oh my God, this guy is something else." And instead of getting some rest, he was up all night. Anyway, it's kind of a funny story. It ended up being our favorite song from the album, which was recorded a couple of years ago, and we really love it. And I think it kind of established the writing for the rest of the album.
Yeah. This I got caught in a bit of a lie once. Not really a lie, but incorrect. It turns out there was a mathematician in one of our audiences. And I said, "This is all different games on 9. We have some parts, that are 5, and then he's got 4, and I've got 4, and he's got 5. And she said, "Well, that's not 9. That's 5 against 4. Yes, technically, you're right." So it's really the juxtaposition of 5s and 4s, which eventually becomes 4 against 5, 5 against 4, and then 5 plus 4. Okay?
Now I'm really scared to play this piece, because now I understand it.
Goran and I have been playing together now for, I think, almost 30 years. Is that possible?
27 years.
27 years.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Ouch. We had some good times.
And we've taken some long breaks because Goran for a long time was touring with his trio and I was touring with jazz groups. And so we've had some long breaks in there, but we've always come back. We've always had fun playing together, and we thought it was curious because it's hard for musical groups to sustain that long and sustain interest and be creative consistently. What we began to realize is that, my father being from Pakistan, which is the north of, it's really India, the Punjab, the Hindustani Punjabi area. My mother being from South America, Chile. Those cultures, Spanish culture, Latin American culture, and Indian culture, share in common the thread of the Romani people, or the gypsy cultures that came from Rajasthan, through the Silk Road, through the Balkan Peninsula, to Spain, and from there to England, to America, to South America, to all over the world. So we figured out that at the end of the day, when we want to find a restaurant, we want to find the funkiest, most honest people's restaurant. We don't go in for the fancy stuff too much. Once in a while, if someone's paying. But we began to realize that, we're connected by the fact that we both respect and love and come from our own version of the gypsy tradition. And this is probably one of the first songs that we recorded together on our Seven Boats album.
Right.
And this is called Gypsy Circus. we're going to continue now with some brand new music that has not been recorded yet. This is probably our third or fourth time playing this. And this doesn't have a name yet. We think we call it Overjam. No, we don't think we do. Is that this one or is that the other?
I think it's open for the public to decide, right?
We get some really sketchy names sometimes.
Yeah.
Someone literally yesterday said that this piece should be called Squirrel Jumping on a Moonlit Night.
We should definitely consider that.
We should consider that, yeah.
We like this tune because it's dramatic. It has a lot of sort of frantic parts and a lot of unsure situations. I didn't mean unsure as far as the music. We're sure how it goes, but it kind of has a feeling of frantic chase or something like this.
The squirrels chasing each other on a moonlit night. That's what it reminds me of.
That's all we needed. Just one word difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Squirrels.